Good morning, Giovanna.
Good morning. All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Community Links. We're going to go ahead and get started. It's really good to see everyone on this beautiful fall day, beautiful Friday. So if this is your first time joining Community Links, I just want to welcome you to this gathering. My name is Giovanna Vialdores, and I'm a member of the First Five San Joaquin team. And Community Links is really our opportunity to come together as different providers and partners in the community to share about programs and services and other resources that are available to the families that we serve. We typically spotlight a topic or a program and bring on different presenters and experts to share about those topics and programs. And so yeah, we really want for you to feel invited to participate in this meeting and engage. This is a safe space. If you have questions, this is an informal environment. Feel free to unmute yourself and speak up, or you can also drop something into the chat. And but if I don't see it, feel free to speak up because it's possible that I'll miss something in the chat. We also want this to be a space where you all can connect with each other. So this is a great place for making connections and getting connected to different organizations and others in the field that are serving the families that you are serving. So thank you for being here today. A little housekeeping. Please keep yourself on mute. I feel like at this point we all know Zoom etiquette, right? Just keep yourself on mute. But again, feel free to unmute yourself if you do have something to share, or you can raise a hand, or you can drop something into the chat. As always, I always say this at the top of our meetings, we love to see faces. It's great for our presenters to have faces to speak to. So if you are able to this morning, it would be wonderful if you could, turn your camera on for us to all, have faces to engage with today. So, all right, with that, I'm gonna push forward. I can't believe it is November, and I was talking with before the meeting started with our presenter today. She had a holiday cup from Starbucks, and I was like, oh my God, has that already? Have we arrived at Starbucks holiday cups already? And that is true. So I feel like this year is just flying by. So Thanksgiving is this month. So which I'm excited about. So if you could, I know many of you have already done that, but if you could go ahead and introduce yourself in the chat and share your name and organization. And if you wouldn't mind, just dropping into the chat your favorite Thanksgiving dish. I think we all have that dish that we um, make sure is on our plate every year, and only certain people can make that dish. What is that dish for you? Is it the mac and cheese? Is it the sweet potato pie? Are you not really a Thanksgiving dinner type of person? And if so, that's cool. You feel free to share that. But do you have a favorite dish? Let's see. Do we have any favorite dishes in the chat yet? Let's see. Ham. Mac and cheese. I second that, Jose. Grandma's stuffing. Yes, I miss my grandmother's stuffing. Pumpkin pie. Good stuff. I think we're all going to get really hungry before this meeting concludes, right? Stuffing, lots of stuffing or dressing, depending on what you call it. So, okay, keep those interests coming. Appreciate it. I'm going to push on. So today, just a quick review of our agenda. So I'm going to cover a few observances for November. There's a lot happening this November. So we'll talk about a few of those observances. And as always, feel free if you know of something that's going on or observance that I may have missed, feel free to share it. We are grateful to have our presenter today. He's going to be talking about our community centers here in San Joaquin County. And then we're also going to spotlight some work that First Five is doing in partnership with our community centers. And then we'll open it up for just some larger group discussion and questions. And then, as always, we want to conclude with you all having the opportunity to share about what's going on in your world, or things that you know, or resources you want to spotlight, new services or programs that are launching, events that are coming up, that sort of thing. So we'll have time for that before we conclude today. Okay. So first observance is this is Native American Heritage Month. November is. So it's a national observance that happens every year. It celebrates the history and culture and contributions of the first peoples of the United States and their descendants. And it's a time to honor diverse traditions and languages and achievements of Native people. And so there is a local event that's happening. So I just wanted to spotlight that the event that's coming up on the 15th. So if you're interested, that information is there. It'll also go out as a follow-up and a follow-up email after this meeting. Okay. It's also Family Stories Month. I thought this was really interesting. So this is a time where, we celebrate storytelling and family traditions. I know that this is something that I held dear, when I would get stories from my grandparents or even my parents now, about things that have happened in our family or just things that they pass on. I hold on to those, and I want to be able to do the same for my daughter. And also know that it helps to build their language and literacy. And so it's important even for the development of children to be able to have those family stories experiences. All right. It's also Family Engagement Month. And this we here at First Five, we fund a family engagement initiative. We understand the importance of school, family connection and partnership. And there's a lot of really great work that's happening in our school districts and in partnership with CBOs to promote family engagement. Okay, it's also National Adoption Month, so we want to celebrate that. And then lastly is our Hunger and Homeless Awareness Week that happens every year. I believe it's that week that is right before Thanksgiving. And it's a great opportunity for us to not just promote resources that are available, to promote food security and housing security, but also to serve. And so you could even have events that you register, or you can find events that are happening locally and sign up to help serve at the events that are helping to serve our populations in need here in San Joaquin County. Okay, did I miss anything? Is there anything going on aside from, we'll do updates, at the end of the meeting, but any observances that you are aware of that you want to spotlight today? I want to give space to that if so. Miss anything? Covered all? Okay. All right. So with that, I'm gonna present or introduce our speaker today, which is Vanessa Espino. She's the director of Larch Clover Community Center here in San Joaquin County. I'm really grateful to have her, and I think this presentation is really timely considering some of the challenges that our families are navigating. And so she's going to be able to speak to some of the resources and supports that are available here in our community. All right, Vanessa, all yours. I'm going to stop sharing so you can share.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It's almost the weekend. Happy to see you all here. Bear with me as I haven't done this in a while. Let's see. I think I'm one slide too early. Let me go back. Yes, there we are. Okay, can everybody see the slides? Are we good?
We can see it.
And you can hear me? Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Vanessa Espino. I am the director here at Larch Clover Community Center. Larch Clover Community Center is one of 8 community centers throughout San Joaquin County, serving our county families, seniors, and adults throughout. We are part of the Human Services Agency, Department of Aging and Community Services. Our mission at HSA is to lead in the creation and delivery of services that improve the quality of life for our community. That happens through connecting with our community, food distribution programs, senior programs, youth programs, and community engagement is usually how we service the community. There are 8 centers located within San Joaquin County. I have been lucky to work at 3 of them thus far. I've worked at Kennedy Community Center, which is located in South Stockton off of Airport. I've also worked at Thornton Community Center, which is our most northern community center at the top end of San Joaquin County. And currently I'm at Larch Clover, which is at the southern end of San Joaquin County. So I've been able to see how the different community centers engage with the different types of communities that we have within this county. And each center has its own designated service area via the zip code of where you live. This ensures that all county residents can receive services and programs within their local community. And they also provide a variety of direct referral services to individuals and families that include referral services like CalFresh, HEAP, and health services. Program offerings at the centers themselves, including food distribution, nutrition information, senior youth programs, community engagement, classes, and events. And then we're also a resource for other county resources such as state, county, local information presentations and community cleanup events, as well as the 211 San Joaquin information line. What we like to say here at the centers is that we are the front face of the HSA building. We are the community outreach for HSA building. That way if you live in the outlying areas, you don't necessarily have to go to downtown Stockton to reach information that you may need from our core HSA programmings that we provide. Like I said, there are 8 community centers. Boggs Tract, Garden Acres, Kennedy, those are all within the Stockton area. Larch Clover is in the Tracy area. There are all these zip codes that these specific centers service. I do have some supplemental information that I sent to Giovanna that she will be sending out to all of you so that you can serve your clients well. So that way, if you do have clients within these zip codes, you know where to send them and they don't have to travel across the county to find services close to them. I'm going to keep rolling through these slides. This is what the county centers look like now. They've gotten a nice big facelift. We're all newly painted. We have some interior renovations that have been going on as well. So we're hoping that we can continue to serve the communities and be accessible and safe for everyone. The remaining 4 centers are Lodi Community Center, Northeast, Taft, and Thornton. Northeast and Taft are also within the Stockton area. So there are 5 within the Stockton area and then 3 in the outlying areas of the county. And that's what these centers look like. One of the ways that we connect with our community, including families, is at select community centers, we have eligibility workers on site that are available by appointment. These eligibility workers can help provide answers to questions and process new applicants, specifically new applicants only for HEAP Energy Assistant, CalFresh Food Assistance, and Medi-Cal. They are the front face of intake. Once they are intaked into the system, then they go to the eligibility worker database and get parsed out to caseworkers. So once they're through the caseworking system, that would be their point of contact. But for the first initial contact, we do have some eligibility workers on site to help with those initial questions. Some of the core programs that we do at the centers include our food distribution programs, especially right now with the reduction in SNAP benefits and food insecurity across the board for a lot of our families. These food programs are core to what we do, and they include donated food, federal commodities, emergency food programs, and our holiday special box distribution. Most of our community centers have a donated food or food distribution program at least once or twice a week. So there is food available to low-income families quite regularly. The federal commodities program happens once a month on the third Thursday of every month at every community center. They may happen at different times, but because it is a federal program, it all happens on the same third Thursday. Our emergency food box program is intermittent. Each community center decides when they want to run that program, but they do have a program available. And our holiday special box program obviously happens during the holiday season. The requirements to participate initially in these food programs include being a resident of San Joaquin County with proof of valid address, a valid photo ID, and to receive food, you must be over 18 years of age. For most of these food programs, we try to limit it to one food allotment per household. So even if you have multiple families in one household, the way that I usually do it at my center is if I'm living with, let's say I'm living with my sister and her family, I don't claim my sister and her family on my taxes. We would count as two households at one address, but I am separate from my sister. Every center delineates it a little bit differently. So for specific questions, I would recommend contacting the local center for your clients. But usually it's one allotment of food per household, and you must be over 18 years of age. We also work in collaborative food program distributions. This happens with different food banks throughout the county and throughout the state. Second Harvest of the Greater Valley helps us distribute food through their Senior Harvest program. And we have this program at Boggs Track, Larch Clover, Kennedy, Garden Acres, Northeast, Lodi, and Taft community centers. We also have a mobile farmers market program through Emergency Food Bank of San Joaquin that we collaborate with. And this program is available at Boggs, Kennedy, Garden Acres, Thornton, and Larch Clover. And the third program is a senior commodity box program. It's very limited, and it is for seniors again. That is present at Boggs, Northeast, and Larch Clover as well. The mobile farmers market is open to all families of all ages. It is not specifically to seniors. The other two are, but we try to have a variety of programs at all the centers for people who are in need. Continue on the senior food program focus. We offer senior congregate meals at some centers. To be part of that program, you must be a senior over 60 and a registered participant. This meal provides seniors with guaranteed hot meal at least once a week. Silver Harvest is a program that happens twice a month at the select centers. You must be a registered senior over 60 to participate. And that program provides an allotment of food, including a bag of produce and shelf-stable food twice a month. Senior commodities box, again, you must be over 60 years old with proof of valid photo ID, and seniors will be provided with a box of shelf-stable food once a month. And that's the focus on the senior food programs. We also have some other in collaboration with, not a collaboration, but another food program that we run limited time throughout the year that I forgot to put on the slide previous is our produce box program. That program just started up again this last month, and it usually runs up till March of the following year because it's a seasonal program to do with seasonal produce. That provides families with a box of produce. Sometimes, if we're lucky, a dozen eggs and a loaf of bread. Those are all limited numbers of boxes, so you'd have to contact the center that is closest to you to understand how they run that program due to the limited amount that is available to the community. More senior programs we offer at the sites include bingo, Zumba, sewing, walking club. Part of the mission of the community centers is not only to provide food and to fight food insecurity, but also to engage the community and give them a safe space to go. Starting with the seniors, but we do have other things for families and youth, including connecting with our youth after school. Community centers offer a wide variety of youth and after-school recreation, including homework assistance. Every center does have a computer lab. It is not limited to youth. It is open to the community. So if you do have parents who are looking for, who need help with a computer so they can do job search or write resumes, we do have computer labs open at all centers. Again, you'd have to contact the specific center to see when it is open to the public, because depending on where it's at in the center, it might be closed during food distribution. Some centers offer snack time, recreation, and sports. Here at Larch Clover, we are offering hip hop. And for parents, through some of our centers, I believe Kennedy, Larch Clover here, Boggs, I want to say Northeast also offers Parent Club at least once or twice, or Parent Cafe, which is in collaboration with child advocates and parent coaches of San Joaquin County. It's a program here in the county that helps parents with very young children understand parenting techniques, find community and other parents who are going through it at the same time. And again, that happens at least once or twice a year, depending on the center, depending on their program availability. And all of our programs here at the centers are free to the public. We do not charge for any of our classes, for any of our food distribution, or for any of the programs that we run here. It is completely free and clear to the public.
Vanessa, can I ask a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe this answers it. So I was curious about the age. Like, what's the age? What's defined as youth?
So for youth, depending on the program, for the youth programs up here, for these ones, it really depends on the center itself and when they're running it. I know Thornton's Homework Assistance, because they are located right next to an elementary school. They do homework assistance from kindergarten to 12th grade. Boggs and Garden Acres snack time, I think, might cater a little bit more to the middle school because they have middle schools near them. So it really is dependent on what the community is around them for the specific youth programming or arts and crafts and stuff that's going on. I would, again, contact the community center to see what the age range is for those specific after school stuff, because it does shift and change from center to center. We want to try and cater to the communities that surround us as much as we can. I know here at Larch Clover, hip hop used to be a big thing. We just brought it back. And we're also working in conjunction with the local Girl Scout troop that comes and meets here once a week. So, and their age ranges change also depending on the troop that comes in. So we're just trying to make sure that we're reaching out in various ways, not only through food and through regular senior programming, but to connect with the family at large. There is a special summer youth enrichment program that we run during the summertime once school is out. This program is geared to kids who are 10 to 14 years of age from low-income families, with a focus on recreation and new experiences during their summer break. This includes trips to theme parks, experiencing nature through an overnight camping trip, socializing with kids in different areas of the community, recreation, sports, arts, and crafts. This tends to be one of our favorite as directors programs through the year. It's something that we look forward to because we get to take the kids out from their regular neighborhood, take them out into different areas of the county, sometimes different areas of the state. We were able to go to this picture over here with the kids looking out at the trees. That was actually at big trees in Santa Cruz Mountains. There's like a Thunder Railroad steam engine thing that we took them to. So the real point of the program there is to get them out of the regular environment and show them there is a bigger world. There is something to aspire to outside of just what's on your neighborhood block. That's one of the fun ones for the year. We do have at some centers holiday toy distribution. The centers work with local CHP and sheriffs to spread a bit of Christmas cheer throughout the county in the month of December. This includes distributions of toys to kids and low income families. It shifts from center to center. Again, we try to cater to our local communities as much as we can. But this happens to be one of our most popular programs throughout the year. And the kids are just full of joy when they come in and find something new that they didn't expect to see or have. We also do, this is another big one for this season, especially with a lot of food insecurity going on, our holiday box distribution at the centers. Community centers offer holiday special box distribution for Thanksgiving and December holiday season. This distribution hopes to provide a large box of food and an ample holiday meal. It can provide up to, I want to say 25 to 30 pounds of food, both shelf stable and frozen if we have it available to families within the county. And we try to cater it towards the holidays. So for Thanksgiving, we try to get stuffing. We try to get green beans for casserole. We try to make sure that we have enough to help supplement for the holiday meal so that no one goes hungry on those special days. The eligibility for this box includes being a current resident of San Joaquin County, and proof of address may be required. Again, you must be over 18 years of age and only one holiday box per household. Another often requirement that I see at the centers is there is no alternate pickup, which means if you want your family to come receive a box, you can't send, if your mom signed up, if my mom signed up, I can't send my sister to go pick it up. Mom has to be the one to pick it up. That's what they mean by no alternate pickup. If someone signs up for it, they're the ones that have to receive it so that we know that it's not getting doubled or tripled out to someone else. Because we try not to let anyone go hungry. We try to be as equitable as possible. Again, reach out to your local community center via your zip code for specifics on how to receive the holiday box, as quantities are limited. I know I'm going to be opening up my holiday sign up box for Thanksgiving next week. Some centers might be a first come, first serve. So definitely check with them ahead of time if that is something that you're interested for you or your clients. We also offer community engagement through arts and crafts classes and events, active classes, community events, and health and safety presentations. We were lucky here at Larch this last month to have the San Joaquin Health Department come out and administer flu shots, and that was free to the public as well. We try to get as much information out in many different venues. We also had here for the Dia de los Muertos Halloween season, we had some craft classes and parties here at the center. So just check to see what's on the local calendar for you guys to make sure that you are very aware on what's going on at each center. Those are just pictures from the past of stuff that we've done to engage with seniors and kids during different holidays, movie days, summer picnics, food distributions. We like to be the front face of HSA. It's kind of a good mix of being able to serve the community in many different ways, but engaging with the community is really where it hits for us. We get to see them every day. We get to know them. They become family to us because we're here more times than we are at home. But another way to stay connected with the community centers is to like and follow our Facebook pages. Every community center has one. And we update our monthly calendar on those sites. If you're not able to get to the center, that's a good resource to find what's going on there. And hopefully Joanna will be able to send this out to you guys so that you can have a list of the links. If not, I'll be happy to provide them after. And then this is just one of my favorite quotes: the greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members. We cannot do what we do alone. We can only do it with each other. And the more that we have these times to commiserate with each other as resource providers and to commiserate with our community is the best way to make everyone feel engaged and seen. And that is all I have for you guys today. That is my contact information. Feel free to reach out anytime if you have any questions. If I can't help you specifically here at this center, I'll be happy to send you to the right person who can. And thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Vanessa. That was very informative. And we have a question that was just popped into the chat. And if anyone else has questions, please feel free to drop it in the chat or just unmute yourself. But I'll go ahead and read what Mary has posted. It says, when will the new community center and library by McNair High School open up?
I'm not sure about that one. That might also be a municipal community center,
The city.
the city. There are other city community centers. I know here in Tracy, there's a multi-generational center that is being planned, and I think the ground was just broken on that a few months ago, but that is a municipal community center. So just be clear, the centers that I was focusing on are the county centers. Those 8 centers are administered by the county through HSA. There are other municipal senior centers, community centers. I think there's also some boys and girls clubs out within the communities that also help families and also have similar programming. Excuse me. But for us, I'm specifically talking about the 8 county community centers.
Thank you for that distinction. And it looks like Miriam, do you have a question? I think I saw your hand raised.
Yes.
Go for it.
Hi, Vanessa. I just want to know, how can I get the calendar invite for what's happening at your event so that way we can share with our participants?
You can definitely email me, and I know that I do, and a few other of my directors will send out the calendar to their community partners. And if you'd like, I can share your information with all of the community directors to make sure that you get their calendars as well. But feel free to reach out anytime. I'll be happy to help.
Thank you. We have another question.
Thank
It
you.
says, I see your hand, Jennifer. I'll go to you after this question. Do you have the food distribution schedule for all of the centers?
I do. So in the supplemental information that I sent to Giovanna, there is a document that says community resource information, emergency food services on it. That document is kind of lengthy, which is why I didn't really go through it. But for every center, it should have the core food programs listed on there, the zip codes that they serve, and the times that they give it out. Again, sometimes this information isn't always updated to the minute, and sometimes, especially during the holiday season, things shift and change. So if you see something there that looks interesting, definitely reach out to that center and ask them directly. They're pretty good about answering questions over the phone. But this is the most updated information that I think that we have available on our county resources.
Thank you. And as Vanessa mentioned, she sent a ton of resources and handouts and things that you can share with families. And so I'll be sure to get that out. If not this afternoon, then you'll have it by Monday, those resources. Jennifer, did you have a question?
Yes, she answered my question. I communicate with Kennedy monthly. And I did maybe just give an example. I got this card to show my clients that they do have to sign up and then to take it because I'm trying to find food places for my clients in their area. So yeah, that list will be great. So I could map out for my clients.
And that's something I did not touch on. Thank you for reminding me, Jennifer. We do have a new intake process for our regular participants. That includes the card that Jennifer held up. It is a QR code scan ID card for us. So we will take a baseline demographic information on clients for their first time coming to the center. And then once we process it through our system, we'll give them out a QR code scan card. And that will help us check people in as they come receive food and get them in quickly and as expeditiously as we can without having to ask personal information every single time they come to the line.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for that, Jennifer. I didn't know that those cards were being made available to community members, so that's helpful. Anyone else? Oh, we have Vanessa. Any other questions for her? Comments? Okay. Hearing none. Thank you so much again, Vanessa. This was very helpful. And please look out for the follow-up email that will have a lot more resources available. Okay. And all right, so we're going to transition to yep.
Before we go to the next, just to remind everybody, El Concilio also has the food distribution monthly, and we do have a year calendar. And right now we're in the month of November, so it would be the 14th here at in front of in the park. So it'll be at the 445 North San Joaquin, and then in December it'll be the 12th.
Is that the MLK Park, the one in front of the
Right.
main
The
building?
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Do you have, excuse me, like a flyer or anything printable that you can share with me that I can send out?
Yeah,
Okay.
we only have 2 more months, but they usually do it for the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
So this once the new year will start, also we'll share that.
The new calendar, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, send it and I'll package it up with the other materials. Okay, anything else? All right, I'm gonna share my screen again and introduce our next presenter, Jose. Can you guys see that okay? Yeah. So Jose Morales is a member of our First Five team. He sits right over there. He's a contracts analyst with First Five, and he's going to share an update about a new partnership that we have with our community centers to install some calming centers. So all yours, Jose.
Thank you, Giovanna. And good morning, everybody. My name is Jose Morales. I'm a contracts analyst here at First Five, and today I'm going to be talking about one of our new initiatives, which is these calming corners in a couple of the community centers in town. And so these calming corners are presented utilizing funding from our JourneyWorks program. As you may know, our JourneyWorks program is our home visitation program that connects families that are dealing with substance abuse or mental health issues and risk factors. And we have a agency that provides services for those families. So this was in conjunction with JourneyWorks to be able to do this initiative. So excited to share this new initiative that we have introduced in 3 of our community centers. And so these are our calming corners. The next slide. So these spaces were designed to support the emotional wellness of young children, particularly those that are 0 to 5. And with these calming corners, it provides simple tools that they can use to navigate big feelings. So as many of you know, the early years are when children are learning how to identify and manage their emotions. So these calming corners offer a safe, nurturing space where children can pause, explore their feelings, and then self-regulate through play, movement, or having some comfort items. And this is so that instead of being removed from the environment that they're in or feeling overwhelmed, this provides some tools for families and especially the children while they're at our centers. So each calming corner includes developmentally appropriate materials that promote the emotional regulation and learning through play. So throughout the center, the 3 different calming corners, it'll have different materials such as puzzles and mazes that engage the children to focus and helps them develop their fine motor skills. We have other materials, and I'll talk about more in depth on some of the materials, but there's also like some plush toys that provide comfort. We have books that'll teach them about their feelings, and then also different tools that help them like regulate their breathing, or fidget tools that help them calm down in the moment. Some different tools. And so our goal with these spaces is to make emotional wellness accessible in everyday community setting, especially in the community centers, which, as you heard in our previous presentation, offer a lot of valuable resources for our community. So this is just an extra way to be able to support our families while they're visiting these centers. We here at First Five, we know these community centers are a very valuable resource to our community. So we wanted to do this as a way to also help support our community. So I'm gonna walk you through some of what's included in these calming corners and how each of the items supports each other. So you see a couple of items here. These are to help them identify their feelings and be able to deal with their emotions. So we have a whole set of books that are available within the calming corners that talk about different feelings that children may be feeling. We have some materials if they need to relax or calm down. Like the example in the picture, the maze helps them focus on um, these on the shapes and being able to it gives them a way to relax while they're doing these activities. And we also have some materials that if they're feeling overwhelmed, that they just need to relax, they'll have these. So one is a knot pillow, which provides comfort and security. It encourages the gentle touch, and then it also helps children feel grounded and safe. Um, and then we also have a couple of other materials that are in the centers, that will be in the centers. And so it'll be, this first item is a Hoberman sphere. And so this helps with regulating your breathing. So this tool, it expands and then goes back to a smaller size. So it helps, really concentrate on that breathing in, breathing out. And so they're demonstrating that. We have different games that the children can play. Highlighted this game here, which is the Bugs building game. So it promotes taking your turns and focusing on building with the blocks. And then we also have some other items like sensory related items. So like these alphabet pieces. They the texture helps them as they're touching them, and then also they're also learning their ABCs in a fun and interactive manner because they like feeling how the letters are. It's squishy, and then it also it's teaching them some things. And so I wanted to highlight, we've done these corners in 3 of the community centers. So the first one being at Boggs Track Community Center, and all the 3 centers have similar materials that I highlighted, and they all include the two big chairs so children can sit, and then also 2 smaller pillows. So it's about capacity for up to 4 people. And so at at Box Track, what excuse me, this one was installed within the room where the eligibility workers are working with clients. So this provides a way for parents, while they're getting services or meeting with an eligibility worker, there's a resource for the children to stay engaged while they're waiting for their parents to do all of their work that they need to do at the center. And the next one. And so our next center that we installed a calming corner is at the Kennedy Community Center. With this particular center, so this is a whole room that's actually dedicated to all materials related to being, it's like a calming room. So this one, the children will be able to go in there, get away from if they're dealing with loud noises or they just need a place to relax. This room is dedicated for them to be able to just go in there. And then the last one that we installed is at Northeast Community Center. And this one is located within a portion of the children's playroom. It's a big playroom, but this area specifically is focused on the calming corner. And so it features all the materials that we highlighted earlier, and then it provides like a small safe corner for children to be able to engage and play with the tools or read a book or just relax there and it provides a safe space for them. So we really wanted to thank all the community centers for being able to work with us to be able to provide this resource for the families or the children of the families that are attending the community centers. That is it on my end. Is there any questions?
All right. Yeah, thank you, Jose. That was great. Any questions for Jose? Okay, if you do, you guys know where to find him, right? Just call our office. We can bug him. Love to hear from you. And we're gonna actually, am I still sharing screen? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna move on with just a few quick announcements. So I'm gonna start, but then please be thinking about if there are any events or any resources that you want to spotlight or anything that you think would be helpful to share out with this group, then you'll have the opportunity to do that. And actually to kick it off our announcements, I want to invite a representative from Health Plan of San Joaquin. I'm not sure who's going to be the one. Is Nancy on, or is someone else going to?
Hi, Giovanna. It's Shanetta.
Hi, Shawnetta. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm not on camera. I'm actually in the car getting ready on my way over to another meeting. So just wanted to, oh, I'm sorry. Am I ready to go now, Giovanna?
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Can you show the, okay.
Is it
you're
not
showing
showing? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let me try this again. I thought I was sharing. I'm going to try one more time. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Please tell me, can you guys see the screen? Is it showing? It
Yes,
is. Okay.
it's showing.
Thank you, Shawnetta. Okay.
Okay, hi, everyone. Just wanted to give a quick announcement about the VITA program. I'm sure you all on the call have heard of it. The coalition this year consists of Health Plan of San Joaquin. Of course, you all know Community Partnerships with Families, Stanislaus State, Stockton Campus, and El Concilio and 211. So this year, the VITA Coalition is looking for volunteers as we do every year. Tax season is approaching very, very fast. Last year, volunteers completed 1,700 tax returns, bringing back over $3 million into San Joaquin County, back to those families that we all serve here last year. So we're looking for more volunteers so that way we can do more tax returns and bring back more money into our communities. So if you are interested in becoming a volunteer, I know we're looking for volunteers for Health Plan of San Joaquin, Stanislaus State, Community Partnerships with Families. I'm sorry, and El Concilio is also doing tax returns and doing I-10s for those that need them. So if you are interested in volunteering, or if you know anyone that's interested in volunteering, please share the flyer, the QR code. Information went out last week. Denise from United Way, Denise Hernandez, sent out information last week, as well as we did, to just help solicit getting those volunteers. This year, VITA is going to be hosted at Community Partnership for Families their family resource centers at Health Plan of San Joaquin's French Camp location, and in Stockton at the Stanislaus University Stockton campus, and at El Concilio. So again, if you all are interested in volunteering or know anyone that can volunteer, even some of the families that you serve, some of those individuals, they may want to, increase their skill set or learn a new skill. And this is a great time for resume building as well. There's no experience needed. Training will be provided. Training is about 6 weeks, and it starts December 1st. It's a couple of days out the week, so you'll be able to pick the days that you're available to do training, and the actual tax service is going to be held throughout the week and on Saturdays as well at some locations. So again, If you all are interested or know anyone that's interested, we are definitely looking for volunteers, and we can definitely use your help along with the community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shawnetta. VITA really is a great program and needs a strong volunteer base to be as successful as it can be. So I'll look out for, it's in the slide deck. You'll get the slide deck after the meeting, the information, but I will also attach this handout that you see here on the slide to that email. So you can have it a shareable version of this information if you want to help get the word out. Okay. All right. So thank you again. And we also, there's a training that's coming up, a professional development opportunity. COE does a great ECE conference every year. And I know this is like an early heads up, but registration is open. And so it's always good to get in early if you can. There is a small fee associated with participation, but considering the richness of this event, it really is worth it. So if it's something that your program can support you participating, then this would be a great professional development opportunity to plug into. Okay, you'll get this flyer as well after the meeting. I also want to just kind of give another early spotlight to National Home Visiting Week. I know we have a lot of home visitors represented, on our call today, and the last year was the first year that this National Home Visiting Week what happened, and so it was observed last year around the same time. I think it's like the third week of April now, every year, the third week of April. And they just opened yesterday the nominations for Home Visitor of the Year. And so that was kind of the reason for me wanting to spotlight it today, is if you have someone that you would like to nominate for Home Visitor of the Year, they select 5 home visitors to be acknowledged. It's a competitive process, and I'm not sure what all they get, but I know that there's it's a great honor to be included in that recognition. So there's that. And then I also want to just spotlight quickly the kits for new parents. So we had some challenges with ordering, and things were kind of on pause for a while. And we now have the green light to begin receiving and processing kit for new parent orders again. So the fulfillment center that works on getting those orders out are doing a really good job of getting caught up on back orders. And they're saying now that the time for processing orders is about 3 to 4 weeks, which is great. So if you are interested in ordering kits for your organization, you can do so now. You can get an order form. You can reach out to us directly to get an order form, or you can go to our website, the First Life San Joaquin website, which is sjckids.org. And there is a tab for kit for new parents, and the order form can be downloaded there. Okay. Also, just our kind of final spotlight that I have, and I feel like this is a standing agenda item on all of our meetings because it's such a great resource, and we want to just help, continue to help get the word out. But this Reach Me Stockton has expanded and is now serving all kids in San Joaquin County, and so the flyer will go out again in our follow-up email. We really just want to get as many parents as possible, or kids participating in this program. So if anyone from Reach Me Stockton is on, Mary, if you're on and you want to share anything, yay!
So the exciting news is we just hit 14,000
Wow.
children in our program. That's not including the Lodi program that serves the North County. So thank you, everybody, for your help. Every zip code in the county is now covered. I did find out that I had made a mistake when I added all the South County zip codes at the end of July, and I didn't realize that Vernalis was in San Joaquin County because it uses a Stanislaus County post office. But anyway, so now if you know anybody in Vernalis, they can sign up. But as far as we know, every single zip code in San Joaquin County is now covered. So tell your parents to sign up. I also wanted to share something because I've gotten like 5 emails in the last couple of days from families who are so excited about signing up for the books, and they're saying, I haven't gotten my books, I haven't gotten my books. So just a little bit about how that works, and I can send to Giovanna the chart that we use that tells people when to expect their first book. it's about 2 months. And so at the beginning of the month, the Imagination Library shuts down for a couple of hours, and every child that's registered, they're on the list for the books the following month. And so like at the beginning of November, they shut down. Everybody who was signed up in October, they will get a December book. And I think what's so surprising is they have 3.2 million books that they're mailing out. So they have to process mailing labels for 3.2 million children, put the right mailing label on the right book, because as you know, children different ages get different books. Then they have to be shrink wrapped and then sorted by 9-digit zip code. Then they go to the post office. So it isn't as easy as some people think it is. So that's why it takes so long.
Okay, thank you, Mary. 14,000 kids. That's amazing. Awesome. Thank you all for helping to get the word out. Okay, any other announcements? Anyone have anything else to share?
Hi, Joanna, can I share something real quick?
Please.
My name is Miriam for Public Health Services with the Maternal Child and Adolescents. I'm gonna be sending Joanna a flyer. We're gonna try to start bringing more awareness of keeping your baby safe, sleep during he's sleeping. So we're gonna be giving Zoom meetings every third Thursday of each month from 1:30 to 2:30 via Zoom. I'll send the flyer out, so if anybody could distribute to the participants if they're interested in this information, so you guys could share with the community.
Great, thank you. I'll look out for that. Anything else? Any other announcements? Events happening? No? Okay. Well, if you do think of something or a handout or resource or event flyer, something comes to mind or crosses your desk, then please send it to me. I'm planning to send out my the follow-up email for this meeting by Monday end of day. So you'll have that time to get information to me. It is always wonderful to see you all and to have you participate in this meeting. Thank you so much for joining. Just a few quick final reminders. If you have new team members and you would like for them to be added to this email list, please email me. If you are here today and you did not get an invite email from me, then you're probably not on my email list. So please email me, reach out to me, or you can reach out to our main office, and then we'll make sure to get you added to our distribution list so you can receive meeting announcements moving forward. Our next meeting is on the 5th. I look forward to seeing you then. Everyone have a wonderful Friday, a great weekend. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.